go. Turn it up a little bit.
I'm Aaron, this is Slayton, and we got the other questions just now. Gene, if you guys over there are good about wondering, if you really kind want to hear us answer, or want to hear me answer, and
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Right when I was getting set up, and I said, come on, man, let's pound these questions out.
I said I had stuff to
You need
do.
to work on the new show control. Not anymore. You're gonna answer questions. Okay. I also might have to have you guys read these.
Order 1024, your food is ready at Fechter County. That's order 1024.
How long did it take you to build the rocket fire explosion?
I didn't build the rock explosion. Let me think. How long did it take to build it? Well, okay, listen. You're not counting everything up to it, right? It took years to get to the point that we built the rocket fire explosion. That's going through Printing Ready, the Hard Up Bears, the Santa Village Show, and all those. And then we got to the rocket fire explosion, and by that time I had a staff of like 30, 40 people, including people that did mechanical stuff for me. And together, all of us worked on the first rocket fire explosion show. So I think that's part of what you're asking. So from the day we said, here's the design for the rocket fire explosion, and I assigned it to my team, to the point that we had a rocket fire, the first prototype rocket fire, is like 6 months.
Pretty good for a full shift.
Yeah, no. Now we can't even do a spider in like 3 years.
Order 1025, your food is ready at Fechter County.
Well, that would have been, again, depends on what you're not counting and what you're counting. So if you're counting everything you've ever built, I'd say it's the second generation do. Has the which one has the most influence?
Rolf and Earl, if you consider both of them.
Yeah, so you got qualify these answers. Yeah, if you count Rolf and Earl, if you're counting vowels in the vowel thing, you got Rolf and Earl, right? And if you're not counting, if you're counting single individual characters, it certainly wouldn't be fast. You only got 6 of them. Yeah, you do.
Let's see, Blue's got 17.
How about Billy Bob and Beach Bear with all their arm things?
We're at 16. I think it's Billy Bob. Billy Bob has 20, if I recall.
Okay, yeah, that's close to the What's next?
How did you come up with the
Order
rocket fire
1026, your food is ready at Fechter County. That's order 1026.
Dave Thomas, man. Dave Thomas, I wish he was here. He could tell us.
Order 1027, you are also
Jammed out
ready.
verbally what we wanted, and Dave Thomas went away, and he came back. We were drawn. So Dave Thomas.
Are you surprised by the resurgence in the popularity of rocket fire among young kids?
Yes. Yes, and I attribute it to the Five Nights at Freddy's phenomenon of 2016. I actually never thought that there would be, and when you say surprise, you must mean surprise like back before it started. Because even now, I continue to be surprised that it hangs on. You know, but when it first started, and I'll have to say that was 2016, I was very surprised, and it was because of Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys went out and got into Five Nights at Freddy's. Or the mainstream did. Went out and got into Five Nights at Freddy's. And then, the most intelligent of the Five Nights at Freddy's fans wanted to do a little research and find out where they got all that animatronics in the 80s thing from. You went on the internet and you looked it up and found me. And that's how we all got together, just because of Five Nights at Freddy's. But before Five Nights at Freddy's, I thought for sure that the rocket fire explosion was going to be relegated to the old fans, old guys, you know, 40-year-old guys who were children in the 80s, and that that's who I was going to play for. And that's why I did songs like Sitting Too Long. Sitting Too Long was for old guys that were sitting too much. It was like a get up and exercise song for old guys. Okay? And I Am Gay, you know, that was just a joke. I was trying to get on the tabloids. You know, because back then, tabloids, everybody was coming out gay, you know, and on the tabloids it said, this basketball player is gay, and Obama would call him up and say, congratulations, you know, you're a hero, you're a hero for being gay and a basketball player. What's the name of some of that action? So I wanted to start the rumor that Billy Bob was gay, and I thought the best way to start the rumor that Billy Bob was gay would be to deny it. You know, in the song. And it was for adults. It's adult humor. That's all that is. Okay, so everything is for adults. And what was the other? Human destruction. You know, you gotta be you have to be really old to understand even the struggle. That was not the case. So I was doing stuff that I figured, okay, well, our first place, we're going to do a shift. We're going to be shifting now to people that are growing old, and someday it'll just be really old.
Anthony, please meet us at the White State Store.
Senior home.
Anthony, please meet us at the White State Store.
You know, did you hear they just put a Hooters in the villages? Yes, and they're thrilled. All these old guys, because the villages is for old guys and old women, and they don't allow young people. You got to be like 60 years old to get into the villages, and no young people are allowed at all. And these old guys like me still got a few energons left in them. Come on. Man, ain't no young people look at her around here. So they built them with Hooters.
Who was the contractor? Who's the contractor? I don't know. His name
Next.
Edwin.
Who is your favorite character you have ever made? That's an old question.
Never made. Well, you know I love doing Billy Bob. So he's a big favorite. I got to admit Billy Bob's a big favorite because you know I sound more like Billy Bob than my other characters. Although I tell you, I did develop a strong fondness for Raw around 2003 when the girl I fell in love with, Carrie, told me that Raw was her favorite character. And what do you like about Raw? What's there to like about Raw? And then she said, well, I just like him because he's a jerk. I said, oh, okay, well, I'll have to be a jerk then as a boyfriend, so she'll like me. By the way, that's a little tip I'm going to give all you nice guys out there. Girls don't like nice guys. They like jerks, you know? Like, for example, if you meet a girl and she's wearing a sweater with flowers on it, you look at her and go, those flowers look like they're dying. And girls love it. You know, they don't like to go, oh, you look so nice in your sweater, man. You go, get out of here. So anyway, so I like Raw for that reason. So I really love all the characters. I love Beach Bear because of how much Rick did for Beach Bear. I just love the songs, especially ballroom dancing. So Beach Bear, I love him. Bax. God, who would say anybody was any favorite was beyond Bax. So Bax, you know, is a favorite. Duke, I love Duke. Wait till you guys see what I have in store for Duke. I got a lot of plans now that we have Brandon who's going to do Duke's voice. A lot of plans to make that transition to Brandon doing the voice. I think Duke is going to become my favorite character after I get through executing some of these new plans. And Lindbergh, who doesn't love doing that, right?
This one's probably going to be just as difficult. Who do you like better, Raw or maybe not?
Yeah. No, it's hard to say, you know, because I like Raw because it gives me an outlet for my worst.
Order
My worst
1028, your food is
selfish, self-absorbed, spoiled, jerky, you know, all that stuff. The worst things you can imagine. That's Raw. And then you got Earl, who's trying to straighten Raw out. You know, trying to. And I love Earl because he's a little badass. You know, he's like, yeah, bad to the bone. You know, his song is one of the songs, bad to the bone. I should have done bad to the bone. That's Earl. He's bad to the bone. And I like a little guy that's bad to the bone, like I am. You know, you should have seen me yesterday. I almost kicked the crap out of somebody. Down bad to the bone. I was telling you the story when I got here. Some old guy, they all the rest of us old guys look bad. I almost couldn't get it before leg lock, push back like this. Chuck hold. That's right.
People want to know if they will see you at Philly Club.
Well, that's going on right now, ain't it? Well, then you won't see me this year because I'm here this year. You know, Gene's trying to talk me into going next year, but I'm not sure. It's something that I will consider, but it's for reasons that I'm not going to at this point. I'm not sure I'm ready to face the nation, if you will. I really got beat up by some bad fans, and I still want to have to hurt anybody. That's basically what it is. And it's probably none of you guys that are watching this video right now. But there's some bad guys out there. Nobody put on cell phones, have a couple of cookies like this. And I have kind of a short fuse. If I go to building time and I see those guys, I just might use it. Go ahead.
Let's see. What was the first Wolfpack 5 character?
Well, I guess it was the Wolfman, right? Because we had the Wolfman before we had the Wolfpack 5. And then we developed Wolfpack 5 after that. So it was the Wolfman.
What projects are you working on now?
Oh man, of course Bolo is the big one, right? Bolo, man, I'm so sorry I'm late with this tape. I meant to have it out by June 1st. But anyway, the Bolo tape is, you know why? I'm trying to make it so perfect. You know, we have the greatest voices, the greatest musicians, the greatest new controllers sitting right over here off screen. You know, Layton's help, Gene's help, everybody's, it's just such a great new project. We got the new Duke voice coming out on this. And the tracks are just so full of magic. So Bolo is the most exciting thing I'm doing right now. I'm trying to think and get out. But then beyond that, we got a whole bunch of stuff we're doing. And of course, especially getting this museum open. I've already sold like 6 or 7 tours to the museum, but I can't schedule them yet because I don't know when I'm going to show them. But that's it, you know, get the museum up and running so that I can start doing tours again, get Bolo running good, and got another customer coming right behind Bolo that wants to start a rock fire float and thing up too. So I mean, you know, we're on the upswing, and I'm excited about bringing the rock part back. That's always what I'm doing. 50 years from now, we're still working on bringing the rock part back. You know, just, you know why I love it? Because you're the underdog. If you're trying to come back, you're the underdog. But once you make it to the top, whether it's the first time or the second time, we'll call it, let's say we're working on the second time. When you make it to the top, everybody beats you up. Everybody starts hitting you, the press comes out the next
Order
day.
1029, your food's ready.
Everybody loves you.
That's order
When you're
1029.
trying to make it. But when you make it, they just tear you apart. You know, no matter who you are and what you are. Whether you're Elon Musk or Michael Jackson, they will tear you apart once you get to the top. So I don't really want to get to the top. I don't really want to succeed. I love being on the trajectory towards success. That's where I want to be. I don't know, I forgot the question.
You're asking what projects you're working on.
Oh, okay. I'm working on a million things, and I'll probably never finish any of them. But I'll get Bolo done, I swear.
Are there any voice acting positions available for characters?
No, there wasn't. There was that one that was open to a very special few people. I wasn't willing to hold open auditions for that one. But no, there's none right now. I could see us opening some up in the future though, because of some things I haven't announced yet. But yeah, I've got some ideas and some dreams about building some new shows. And we may be opening up auditions.
Good. You sort of answered this, I think. Somebody wants to know if they can visit you in Florida this November.
It all depends if we get the show.
Order 1031, your food is ready. That's order 1031.
Because I now live 4 hours away from here. I don't live here. I'm close to the show. I live 4 hours away. So I'm going to schedule all the tours like maybe 1 week out of the month. I'm going to come over and get them all done like 1 week out of the month. And if you can't get here during that week, and then you can't do it. So it's going to be more difficult to schedule tours. I can't tell you if we can do it in November or not. But I think it's even odds because we almost got this show running right now. It's even odds.
What is your favorite band you have made aside from Rock Party?
Favorite band aside from Rock? Well, it's the New Rockers. Not really my favorite. I didn't get involved in that show tape for doing those characters. It was kind of like one of those things that I signed. It was my first project I ever did through email. So I went back to college in 1985 just for fun. And also to get into the robotics lab. I thought, hey, maybe they'll let me into the robotics lab now that I'm a world famous robotics engineer, you know? And they still wouldn't let me in because like I didn't have like English 102 or something in my prerequisites. So I didn't do that. So the Moon Rocket was not one of my favorites because of that. But it's growing on me. It's still growing on me. What was another one? Hard Luck Bears. I really like the Hard Luck Bears, but I didn't make it. perform in as much with in the hard rock bears as much because I was still learning how to do that. And you know, Sam's Village show, I really love the Sam's Village show. That's my second favorite show besides Rock Park Explosion. As y'all have
Order
noticed, I'm not
1031, your food is ready at the pickup counter.
It's
That's
like
order
I'm not really
1031.
into animatronics per se. I'm into entertainment. I'm into the Rock Park Explosion. I would rather develop Rock Park Explosion than develop animatronics. I'm not into the next big movie. Oh, look at this. I can turn my head upside down. I can turn my arms inside out. You know, I'm not so much into that. You know, oh, I can control the speed of this arm. I can make this arm go any speed. I can go fast and go slow. You know, that stuff is very secondary to what I'm interested in. So, so I know. What's your favorite show?
Probably the Hard Rock Bears.
Hard Rock Bears?
Probably.
Yeah. See, when I say Hard Rock Bears, I have a special surprise for you. Your dad let me show it to you. I have to ask your dad's permission to show you this, and it involves the Hard Rock Bears. But I have to ask your special permission. I need your dad's permission because your dad might tell me and show it to you. You're not old enough.
Order 1031, your food is ready at the pickup counter. That's order 1031.